Okay, I am very late posting today. Sorry, I had a crazy day, very long day at the doctor with my son. But episode today, insane. If you are watching this and you have not yet read the lawsuit, it is a 70-page lawsuit, and it is, I promise you, worth the read, that was filed against Diddy. I know him as Diddy. You might remember him as Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. He's had many names, but I am telling you, this is as big or bigger than the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. And there is now no question that there is some sort of a gang that is running both our politicians and all of Hollywood. So obviously I go through the entire lawsuit on my podcast. Well, I just go through the parts I think that you should really remember. But case in point, essentially, what we understand is just very similar to what was happening in the Jeffrey Epstein situation. You know, Diddy was the Jeffrey Epstein of Hollywood, essentially getting blackmail on people in the industry who work under him, allegedly. Drug-fueled parties. This lawsuit was filed with pictures, and they claim to have video evidence of everything that's being asserted, that essentially they're drugging men and drugging women, getting them to engage in sex acts, and then they own these people, essentially, because they have blackmail, which is crazy, because so many of us have wondered, and I don't know how many times we are going to be told what is happening when our politicians go to DC and seemingly forget that they're supposed to be representing the people. Who are they serving? It's obviously not the American people. When Lindsey Graham dances around and demands another war and says bomb Iran, it's very obvious to me that the elites have already decided that they want to go to war with Iran. So why is he saying it? Well, there has been a lot of evidence that Lindsey Graham is a homosexual man. If he is, I would imagine it was not that difficult to procure blackmail on him. Looking at this Diddy website, looking at this Diddy lawsuit and reading this and understanding that these producers are even being told that they can give them Grammys, which means it's an entire cabal that is operating in Hollywood. If you do this homosexual act, I can get you producer of the year, is what this lawsuit is alleging. That the person that sits on the top of this ring, or at least in terms of Diddy, is a man known as Lucian Grange, which is interesting because his family also worked very closely with the Beatles, and then he changed his name from what it was in London, and now he goes by Sir Lucian Grange. And allegedly him and Diddy were locked in a room for hours together whenever he would come visit. He is the CEO of Universal Music Group. But the scariest part of the lawsuit, and you guys have to listen to this because this is something that Americans need to wake up to, is that the producer is alleging that he shot someone in broad daylight, referring to Diddy. Like, Diddy and his son got into an argument, the producer was sitting in the bathroom, and he shot someone, and everyone then gathered around the body, and there was a guy that you're supposed to call, and he can get it all cleaned up. So you can literally murder someone if you need to, and you call this number, and the LAPD will basically just write a fake police report. And they did. So the producer has the evidence. He's got, like I said, tons of pictures showing that everything that he's saying is true. And it's got blood all over the toilet seat, blood inside where he says that Diddy shot the person before somebody called the ambulance. And yet then he shows you that when the media reports the incident, the media says that there was a shooting outside, a drive-by shooting, and they don't know who it was. So that means that the media is working in lockstep with, presumably, by the way, you have to presume the FBI, our intelligence agencies, are in on this. If the LAPD is getting rid of all of this evidence, if Diddy murders someone and they just make it go away, the only person that could make that go away would be the authorities. So the implications there are that the journalists, our intelligence agencies, and virtually all of Hollywood is in on this, that it's a blackmail ring that's operating. And it's really interesting because there is this comedian named Cat Williams, and he recently went on Joe Rogan and he was talking about this, basically saying that people need to wake up to the fact that entertainment is not, you might find it entertaining. Again, he's somebody that's on the inside, but it is meant to brainwash you. Hollywood is a psychological operation. It is the most severe form of psychological conditioning that exists today outside of the public school system. It is meant to train you how to think, not to teach you to think independently, but to make you think that something is cool or aspirational. It's supposed to make you love materialism, to envy their wealth. We wonder why it is that Hollywood is so forgiving when people are clearly perverted in Hollywood. Like, Woody Allen accused of raping his child when he was 7 years old. Hollywood doesn't care. He's allowed to make movies. Roman Polanski admitted to raping someone. Hollywood doesn't care, allowed to make movies. Well, all of that now makes sense when you put it into the context of a blackmail ring. They would encourage homosexuality because it's an easy way for them to be able to procure blackmail. Very severe stuff, guys, and I'm looking at your comments and everyone is saying that you're not safe. Yes, I'm very aware that even talking about this, like the fact that the media is just crickets on this, should let you know that it is very plausible that media members as well are being blackmailed, right? So they are being blackmailed into submission to write whatever articles, whatever the theme is. And yes, this group clearly has a lot of power if they are running both DC and running Hollywood as well. It is functioning like a gang. America is not an independent country, is what it signals to me. We've been wondering why these weird agendas are coming down the pipeline, because they are collapsing us from within. I don't know, like I am just like processing this information and going through this lawsuit and seeing this a second time and seeing the media again try to look past it. We have to be awake. We need to be vigilant. There also seems to be a strange attack on Christianity everywhere, which I find to be really interesting, and it makes sense. They worship the devil. I mean, there's no other way to say it. These people quite literally worship the devil, and they are participating in every ill. Pedophilia is the main thing, because once you can get someone on camera having sex with a child or someone that's underage, you own them. You own them. So we need to make sure, guys, and I'm sorry to rant about this, and please watch the episode, but we need to raise our children to want nothing to do with Hollywood. Nothing to do with it. Hollywood is not for our entertainment. Again, it is to warp our minds. That is a takeaway. And yes, every person that talks about this is endangered. There's no question about it. But to me personally, the truth matters more, because irrespective of what happens to me, my 3 kids have to grow up in this society. And if we don't start telling the truth about what we know is going on, there's no chance for them. So anyways, enjoy the episode. Yes, I'm glad to hear people, praising God in the comments and praying every single day, because it is the forces of good versus evil right now. Something very sinister is going on, and there's no way that you can deny it after reading that lawsuit. Link obviously is here. I'll also post it below. Thank you guys, and I will always speak out. Always.
Facebook outage, Instagram outage. Please pay very close attention what I'm about to tell you. Nobody is talking about it. I'm super shocked. The media is not discussing this. What is happening? There is some changes happening, and I'm telling you, these changes affect you and your personal life. And these changes is going to continue on. And if you can please share this video, it's going to be a huge help to me, because I want more and more people to tap in and get to know what's happening. What is happening, where all this Facebook outage, Instagram outage, social media going out of the trend is taking us. Because what I have observed, even when I logged into my Facebook this morning and it was signed out, and it said that there is something wrong, page is not loading, and instantly my thing was like, let me ask somebody else that who also have a Facebook, and ask a few people, and they said their Facebook was down as well this morning around, I will say that 9:40 to 9:50. The whole outage was worldwide Facebook. And then you think like, what happened? Because this platform now serves over 2 billion users all over the world. And right now there is a panic going on, that is, people are wondering, because people have uploaded so much data online, and people have their videos, photos, text message, and you name it. People are communicating through messengers, video are being sent. There is enormous data that has been transferred on Facebook. And now Facebook is important to people, not just because they can connect with people now, but it can also their personal data, their personal chat information, memories are connected to the Facebook. And if you search Facebook, it shows that it signed you out. And a lot of people reached out to me, my own friends, and they said, like, hey, is my Facebook hacked? Because I cannot get access to my Facebook, because soon as I try logging in, it just signed me out. And think about it, the type of power this giant of social media, Meta, has over people. Meta is right now is a $1.2 trillion company. If you just dive deep into it, the Meta is became now not just only a Facebook, but now it's purchased the Instagram, WhatsApp, and several other media. It's became monopoly. Before this company is tackled by the government. And also, I have no doubt right now, elections are coming, right? There is some things. It's October 2021. Same thing happened, that there was a worldwide outage. Did you notice that also? Worldwide outage of Facebook, October 2021. And now, during the when everything was shut down. But now we facing a same thing. This is the second or third time the Facebook outage happened, and people lives, I feel like, depended on it. And Facebook is like coming up with, oh, this was a technically, and I feel like truly behind. And please pay close attention. I believe with all my heart that there is something going on behind the scene, is being taken down and being hidden away. The data is being deleted, that is not being told. The coding is being changed, and I don't want people to be thinking, oh, this is another conspiracy. I'm not, because I truly believe, because Twitter, what's happened with Twitter? Do you know with Twitter happened? They deleted some stuff, and nobody knew what was going on. Washington Post made an article on a laptop, and that was deleted by Twitter. And the explanation was like, oh, there's something was wrong with the Twitter. Oh, we're working on it. Oh, we are trying to, because it is to fool people, ladies and gentlemen. If you are thinking and dive deep into that, people, human beings are not that, I think, fool. We are very intelligent as a human being, and we know what is stuff going on. And later on, you're gonna find out, oh, that's later on, you're gonna find out the things, oh, server crashed, this happened, because they are trying to hide something, ladies and gentlemen. They are. Because behind the scene, it's something else is going on. At the front, they're telling you something else. They are just like, oh, this is a minor outage. Oh, this has happened, and this is that happened. Now, CNN posted it. Facebook and Instagram outage. Widespread disruption affects services. Meta platforms include Facebook and Instagrams went down for thousands of users on Tuesday. For thousands of users on Tuesday? As many as 500,000 Facebook users had reported. 500,000 Facebook users has reported from CNN. I'm reading that from CNN page. And 500,000 reported the issue. That's not a small number. And side of mid-morning Eastern time on Tuesday, according to outage tracker, down detector, around 50,000 outage reports has been issued regarding Instagram, another 10,000 for Facebook Messenger, although the number of reports has already begun to fall in within an hour after they began. Some users found they had been logged out of their Facebook accounts. Others got notification on Instagram that something went wrong and their feeds could not be loaded. And Threads, Meta's competitors to Elon Musk X, also went down and showed, really, Elon Musk X also went down and showed user a pop-up set that said something went wrong. Passed by try to again later in the place of their feed about an hour and a half after the outage report started ticking up. Fewer than 80,000 people were reporting issues with Facebook, um, and some ad popped up on this. Fewer than 80,000 people were recording issues with Facebook, according to Downcoder. Reports about Instagram Messenger has also dropped sharply. Down detector is a measure of only the users who report issues, so the real number of affected users is likely higher. Meta's status page on Tuesday showed major disruption impacting Facebook login as well as some other areas of the platform. We are aware people are showing trouble accessing our services. We are working on this now. Meta spokesman person Andy Stone said in a post on X Tuesday. Major platforms outage happens relatively infrequently, but are typically the result of something begin, such an issue with a software updates. Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp went down for nearly 6 hours in 2021, as I was talking about. An outage the company ensured users was not due to malicious activity. But I truly believe that they are trying to do a cover up. Meta has not commented on the reason for Tuesday outage. Service outage are fresh on many consumer minds after AT&T experienced a nearly 12-hour network outage late last month that left many customers temporarily unable to place calls, send texts, or access the internet from their mobile devices. This is a ludicrous that time after time internet is they did not mention the internet. We received internet outage as well a couple days ago, and that was lasted only hour. And then we had AT&T. People couldn't get access to their devices, and people couldn't get access to their computer. What is happening? And that's why I'm saying that there is a big agenda that is going on that is not being discussed. That as you know, November 2020, uh, four elections are coming up, and and nobody has any clue. Is there AI system is being included? Is there calls are being tabbed? Is there calls are being recorded? Is there text messages are being wiped out or being monitored? I don't know what is going on, because at the same time you see that there is no solid explanation but to update the software. How long is that going to happen? Because I wanted some solid information. What is going on? Is there something going bigger than what I'm thinking right now, and they're not just telling it? Why are they not telling to? Because I tell you that people are spending millions of dollars, billions of dollars on the Facebook, on these entities, social media that gives you a very little information on what is going on within the company. Do you know why they say that? Because it's a private company. And I'm just like thinking about like why? Because with do you know any conservative platform that is out there, and then when they just come up with something stuff, and then it's a easy justification that, oh, you're doing something wrong. But when something comes up with this kind of media, which is a giant right now, Facebook, social media, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, it is one of the number one largest platform on the planet of the earth. You know that? The largest social media platform. There's many are coming right along, but I'm telling you, Facebook is the largest. And as it is the largest, and I also believe it's the devious. I don't know, now they come up with this thing. As soon as you do that, it just brings up the thumbs up on the video. And there is no much explanations happening. I'm thinking the American public, the world, deserve proper, right informations that is not being told from these large companies? What is going on? What are you doing with it? What kind of information is being shared on there? Why this is happening? It's happening. And why people are, their data. I feel like, personally, my search results are gone. When I do the search result, I feel there is something different. When you get something, when you're used to something and then you get it something after a little bit, you can feel the changes. I feel there's some changes happened, in a Facebook, which is I am not able to describe, because my searches like is kind of like deleted, but now it's coming back normal. But at the same time, software update or whatever update, it is like it is becoming to a point that where we need to be solid understanding of what is going on, because behind the scene there is, I feel, forces of darkness that are working. And those forces of darkness is very devious and very, very sharpened. No matter how sharp and how devious, how courteous you become. Courteous, I use the word because it's not really courteous. They portray to be courteous, but they're not. And I don't know if they're gonna like me saying all these things, or I'm gonna come, if they're gonna come after me personally. But I'm telling you, I want to speak the truth, and I'm not afraid. I'm not, whatever. I just want to speak the truth, and that's the truth. That we need to understand that right now, we Americans here in America, people deserve a full explanation to what is going on and why it's happening. So if you can share this video, I would really appreciate it. Share it on your Facebook platform. I don't know if they're going to let you do that, because what I just said, that they might not like me saying all these things. But anyway, share this video on Facebook, on Twitter. If you can share this on your YouTube channel, that'll be awesome too, because I'm recording this video so I can upload it on YouTube too, because there are a lot of people deserve explanation. And that's why exactly I wanted to upload this video, so people can understand exactly that there's no explanation, but we deserve explanation. I think we should sign a signature. Over 200,000 people have to sign a signature to like exactly find out. But then again, they're going to come out like say, oh, this was a update. This is some sort of update is happening. So let's find out. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, and share this video. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and I hope you have a beautiful day. If you want to reach out, please feel free to do. Find an email right below this video and send me an email. Thank you so much. I would love to pray and connect with you. Have a beautiful